Yeah.
Hey y'all, welcome to Make It Dairy Free. I'm Larisha.
I am Andrew.
And today we are going to be sharing with you a vegan shredded cheese taste test and comparison video.
Yep.
And we did one of these a little over a year ago, but there's a lot of new things that have changed, so we wanted to give you guys an updated version.
So the way we came up with our list is we have 4 of the cheeses that were in our previous video. Same ingredients, a whole 9, so it's gonna be interesting to taste those against the new stuff that came out. Speaking of new stuff, 2 new cheeses have come out, which we'll introduce while we're going through the rest of the cheeses. And then lastly, we had one other cheese that was in the previous video, but because they reformulated their ingredients, we felt like that had to come back into this video. So we're calling that a new one too. What we're gonna be doing is basing this strictly off of taste, nothing else, hopefully. Maybe in the video you might get a little something else, but taste is it. All right, but other than that, we're also gonna be giving you a little insight on pretty much just some of the stuff that we ran into while cooking with it, whether it was a tip that we ran into that you should do or just some nugget of information that you should consider. So I guess with all that said, let's hop into the video.
Let's do it. All right, so the first one that we have is Field Roast New Chao Shreds. This is brand new within the last, I wanna say like 3 months. It does have soy inside of it. We really like their slices.
Yep.
And we've said for a long time that if they came out with a shredded cheese, that it was like game over for everybody else. So
yeah.
We'll see if we're actually accurate. I will say that when we were cooking this, it didn't melt very well until like closer to the end, you were saying, right?
Yeah, so you can see it kind of still has its frills in a sense hanging out. So it didn't necessarily melt, but it kind of smashed together.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily put it on a pizza as you would want it to melt on pizza, but you know, if you want to do like a salad or tacos, something like that, you know, that this probably works out well.
All right, let's taste it.
Alrighty.
I'm excited.
Me too.
It's gummy, like chewy.
This reminds me of like grilled cheese type of cheese.
There's a slight like weirdness at the end.
Really?
But not a lot like what I remember like original Daiya being, and not, if you saw the video that we did with the Chao mac and cheese, nothing like that.
I honestly think this is great. I don't get the weirdness. I think you weird.
I don't know. I like it.
All right. So this is our first cheese. We're gonna rate this. We're gonna do this by ranking, as we said. So we're gonna go by 1. You tasting it raw in a sense. All right, I'm tasting it. You get a little of that rawness. Get some of that rawness in here.
I like it straight out of the package. So again, like salad, taco type of stuff. There's no weird taste. Maybe it was me. I don't know. Maybe there's no.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Tastes good. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one we have is Violife shredded cheese. Violife makes some really good products. We have our favorite Parmesan cheese made by Violife. So I think that this is ultimately fairly good, especially that we tasted it already in another taste test video, right?
Yep.
So in that other taste test video, where did that come in again?
It was in the top 3.
Top 3. So the expectation for this one is pretty high in comparison to what we just tasted.
And this one has coconut, right?
This one also has coconut. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
So just make sure you're aware of that.
All right, let's give it a try.
All right.
This one melted well, right? That's what. Sorry. When you were cooking this one, you said it melted pretty well, right?
Yeah, actually, I just forgot about that. This one melted almost like natural. What?
I had it like in my mouth. I thought you were just.
Oh no. Yeah, no. I was gonna say this one melted like natural cheese. So this one.
You like flinging it around.
This one melted like natural cheese. So we'll try it out.
All right, let's go.
All right.
I still like it.
Right now, this is number 1 against the Chao cheese.
There's only one other one.
I know. I'm just saying. There's a comparison here, and this is good.
It has like a nice creamy texture. I don't know. I just like it a lot.
Yeah, completely.
All right, let's try another one.
Let's do the next one.
All right, so the next one is Follow Your Heart. This one does also have nothing inside of it.
Huh?
Looks like there's not casein, gluten, soy-free. I thought maybe there was coconut oil in there, but it's not. So this one looks free from all top 8 allergens. This one melted extremely well, but there was like an oily texture to the cheese after it was melted. It's not oily like inside of the bag.
Yeah, I remember that. So this one has like, it's oily now. Even like touching it, you can feel it on your fingers and all. But before, when putting it inside the pan, none of that came off.
Right. We did try this one also in our other video, and it was also in the top 3.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Go. I like this one better than the Violife. It's creamier, and the Violife slightly stuck to your mouth. This one, I don't get that at all, so that's why I would say.
I feel like I like them both evenly. Like they would be used for different things. Like this, I would use for like a really good cream cheese. Not cream cheese. Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese.
You could use it for cream cheese too if you want to just melt it, stir it around. Who knows? But I could use this for like a grilled cheese. You know what I mean? And that Violife one, I would probably use again on like a pizza or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Good job here. Where does this fall? I have to go either before or after. You're telling me right now.
Well, right now it's just gonna have to be tied for second. But mine.
For a second?
I mean for first.
Oh, I'm about to say.
But mine would put this ahead of that one.
Might have to taste it again.
Maybe.
We'll stay tuned. We'll let you know.
Have a showdown.
All right, next up. I didn't smush the bag. Next up is Daiya. That's how they say it. Daiya shredded cheese. So I do want to say the rep for Daiya cheese isn't that good because they made something before they made this, and whatever they made before they made this, it was just a complete mistake. So that. I don't even know if it's still on. Did you ever see that in stores?
It is still on the market.
Okay.
Especially their slices still say original.
Okay, yeah. Don't go with the original. This literally says here, cutting board collection, right here in the green. But it also has the.
It says new improved.
I'm trying to do it on camera, and I'm looking at it that way. On this side, they have a symbol to show that they improved the recipe. So even they think that their first one stinks. So they might as well get rid of that. But. Let's try this one out. We've tried this several times, so we kind of know what it tastes like, but we haven't tried it against the others.
Yeah, this one has coconut. Yeah, coconut oil, but nothing else inside of it.
All right, coconut oil, nothing else inside, and it is slightly oily even before it gets cooked.
Look, I don't.
That's a little gross. That's a little gross. I don't know. That's weird.
This was in our top 3 in the other video still too.
But. Just to keep in mind, this is like a pizza one. You remember I used to get pizza and it's like oily pizza. You had to sometimes use a napkin to like, get some of that oil off. This is what this reminds me of too, so.
All right, you ready?
I'm saying pizza a lot, but I like pizza.
You like pizza?
Yeah.
Go. I don't know.
This is a solid cheese.
We typically grab this one because it's more available than all the other ones. However, tasting them side by side, I would still say I like this one over the Chao, but it's close.
Okay.
But I still don't think I would put it in front of the Follow Your Heart or the Violife.
I don't know. We got 7 of these to try, and we're stuck on it. What is this, number 4? This is terrible. It's just certainly in front of the Chao for me, and I don't mean by slightly. I mean in a good bit. But that's because I'm considering when I cooked it, the meltiness, what else I could use it on, things like that. Not strictly taste, but for this, based strictly off taste, it is in front of the Chao for me. I still think it stacks up pretty well in comparison to the others though. So I don't know. We're gonna
have like a tie for 1, a tie for 2, and then we're gonna have like first place, second place, and third.
I know. All right, well, let's continue.
Let's do the next one. All right, I think I'm most nervous about this one. So this is earth-grown mozzarella. This is the Aldi brand. This was in our other video, and it was gross to say it nicely. However, it went off the market for a very long time, and this year, well, I guess last year, because we're in the new year.
Yeah.
Last year, towards the end of the year, they came out. They reformulated.
Okay.
I guess ingredients, the recipe.
Yep.
And apparently, according to Facebook, it is better. So I'm kind of excited, kind of nervous. So we'll see. It does have coconut oil inside of it. It did melt pretty nicely.
Well, I think the last time, the only reason this wasn't that great wasn't completely on the taste. It was the...
No, the taste was gross, but it also had that...
Oh, it was both?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, well...
It like stuck to the roof of your mouth.
In that case, I'll take a small bite.
Okay, ready? That's food. Okay, I don't hate it.
I definitely didn't get the taste that I was thinking I was gonna get.
There's something, I feel like there's something on my mouth. This tastes more like cream cheese to me inside of a quesadilla than it tastes like mozzarella cheese.
Bingo. I was thinking the same exact thing.
Huh.
But mozzarella cheese did have a mild flavor. So I think they hit that. This ain't sticking to my mouth either, like it used to.
It's not as bad. It's still sticking more than the other ones.
I disagree.
You always do. I would put it behind the Chao still, but I will say this is the cheapest one out of all of them. It's the only one that's under $4.
It's the cheapest one. It's number 1 on my list.
I
I'm
was
joking.
literally no. The funny part, I was literally going to write a note in my phone that says Andrew will like this one all of a sudden because it's the cheapest one. I was going to show you guys, and I should have done it.
No, look, listen.
It all of a sudden
cheese
tastes
is not
better.
bad. It's not bad.
Right.
Last time it was horrible. In comparison to the rest of these, this isn't bad. I'm telling you.
But it's still not in front of those as far as taste and texture goes.
No, I wouldn't necessarily put it in front. But if you're telling me I need to go one spot and shop for my stuff, Aldi, what's up? What?
You're ridiculous.
All right. I mean, it's in front of the Chao.
He's cheap, y'all.
What?
You're cheap.
All right. So our next one is shredded cheese by Miyoko. Is that how she says it, or is it Miyoko?
Miyokos.
Miyokos. Okay. So we have looked at the ingredients here. It looks like coconut oil is in here, so for allergen purposes. But outside of that, some little insight here is we tried this to melt this on the stove, obviously making a quesadilla, and no bueno. And then we put it in the microwave, and then
tiny bit.
No
really.
bueno. So this is definitely not one you're using on a pizza. But again, as I said before, maybe a salad or something like that, but we haven't even tasted it yet, so we don't know if we're using it at all.
Right. This is the only one that we're trying that is cheddar and not mozzarella, because from my understanding, they don't have a mozzarella shred yet.
Okay.
They do have it in the wheel.
They got a really nice design though.
They do.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You would notice that.
Just saying.
It is, now that it was in the microwave, it is melty a little bit now, you can see.
Okay.
But still, it's been sitting for a little.
So melts after the fact.
Yeah.
Okay. Just put that on the bag.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go. There's a little bit of an aftertaste. Is that what that face is? I don't think it's as bad as your face makes it look.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. It's like an aged cheese taste that doesn't taste like cheese.
I think it's supposed to be, isn't it? Well, it says cultured. It doesn't say aged.
Oh, okay.
There's like a weird taste, and it sticks to a little bit to your mouth. Not the roof, like some of the other ones used to.
This is certainly gummy. But it does hit like the cheddar taste a little bit.
I don't think I'd mind it in something like a salad.
I wouldn't want to mind it in anywhere. I've had some other options. Did the other folks make some other options of cheddar, right?
Yes.
So I would probably go with something else. Right now, I don't know, is it fair that this is compared against mozzarellas right now?
Well, we're really just trying to, the taste and the texture of it. Like the texture is not gonna change no matter what the flavor is. Like it still sticks to your mouth, it's still gummy, it still doesn't melt well.
Yeah, so it looks like on the back of the bag, they actually give some places where you could use it or what you could use it for. It says quesadilla, nachos, and mac and cheese for best melt to cover. So it looks like we need to cover it.
We should have put the description first.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little print on the bag, so I can't imagine that everyone's like looking on the bag on how to use.
But again, to compare side by side, like if we're comparing like, you know, how one melts not covered versus all of them, like
yeah,
we shouldn't necessarily have to.
True.
I will say that with, like we've noticed that if you leave vegan cheese sit out,
room temperature.
It melts a lot better than if it's just cold straight out of the fridge.
Room temperature cheese definitely melts a lot better.
All right, we have one more.
One more, all right, let's try it out.
All right, so this is the last one. This is the Good Planet based mozzarella. This was in our other video and it didn't come in the top 3, but it was in our top 5. Okay. And I got this one again out of the other ones because I feel like this one is becoming more available places. You can find it at Walmart now and a few other places like that. So the fact that you can grab it more available than some of the other brands, I wanted to include this one compared to the other ones.
Wait, 1 second. So you said it was in the top 5. Just for context, top 5 out of how many?
10.
So it landed in the between then.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
This one, it always confuses me. It says free from the top allergens on the bag, but there is coconut oil in it.
Okay.
And from my understanding, I believe that they're not an American company, and America is the only country that labels coconut as a tree nut. Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
So just be mindful, like to look at stuff like that if you're allergic. This one melted the fastest out of all of them. Like,
really?
I set it in the pan and it was like. Psh.
Well, then again, we said earlier at room temperature, it melts better. So is it that this was sitting out longer, waiting for the other ones to cook?
No, because this one was the 5th one to be cooked, so it wasn't that long. And I mean, it's a quesadilla. It took like 2 minutes for each one.
Okay, I'm just
no, I don't think
giving some context.
I mean, on the back of their thing, it says it's the meltiest, best tasting plant-based cheese alternative on the market.
You can't just believe everything you read, though.
No, but I'm saying it's melty.
Okay.
But look, like, I don't know, like, it's melty.
No, it's certainly melty. Like, I think this company may be underrated after we taste this cheese.
All right, ready?
I think so.
Okay, go. I thought I smelled like that weird cheese smell. I was like, wait, is that? No.
How am I supposed to be ready if you put your nose on yours? Like, what?
All right, go.
It's in front of Miyokos, not in front of Chao. Has more of a buttery taste to me. If I'm looking for cheese, this does not taste completely like cheese. This tastes like butter. Now, butter tastes good if I remember.
This is sticking to my mouth more than I remember the last time.
Just, again, don't get me wrong. I love buttery stuff, like biscuits and stuff like that. But if I'm looking for a cheese taste, I want a cheese taste. I don't want it. Why am I wobbling this thing like that? So, if I'm looking for a cheese taste, I want a cheese taste. I don't want a butter taste. You know what I mean? So if I'm comparing it that way, then ultimately for me, I'm gonna go with something else. But this has a very buttery taste to me. Did you put butter on the skillet or something?
No.
All right, well, that's what I'm just asking questions.
So would you put this one in front of the Aldi one?
Would I put it in front of the Aldi one? The one Aldi that I just tried?
You know what?
That's lower priced?
We're going to deliberate and we will be right back.
All right, if you say so.
All right, we deliberated.
Yes, we did.
And we came up with a sort of finalized answer that we're still not sure that it's in the right order.
I'm fairly sure. Some of these, you know,
they're so close.
They're pretty close. I'm not gonna lie, but
Okay.
I feel like I'm fairly sure. So just so you know, what we did in the deliberation is that we hadn't tried all of them raw. Raw as in like
uncooked,
not cooked inside the skillet. So or the microwave, I guess you could say. So we just tried that, and I think that helped a lot to separate one from another, because when you get shredded cheese, you want to be able to use it, the versatility of it, right? You want to be able to use it within all of the things, your nachos. You want to be able to use it on your quesadilla, on your pizza, on your salad, on your tacos. Like, you want to be able to use it across the board. So that's what we did, is tasted a little raw just to see if we can what just to see if we could separate them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think, do we go from least to best or best to least? It doesn't matter. We're still going with the Violife as the best one.
That tastes good both ways.
Yeah. It's good. I will say though, you might rearrange all of this after I say this, but Violife is the most expensive one.
All right, come on, bring them on down. You can come right here. You can come right here.
This one was hard. Like, we weren't sure if it should go this way, if it should go this way, but that's why we tasted it uncooked. This is very cakey, like there's a flour coating to it, and so we both didn't like that. However, my opinion was that this would have gone here, because this is insanely oily. And I wouldn't like this on salads and tacos and stuff, but you said that it was okay. So since only one of us disagreed here and both of us disagreed or didn't like this one, then we put it this way.
I guess, and my thought is that if this was extremely cakey and you didn't like it, like, you don't like this raw, but you only liked it cooked. So you couldn't use it raw in anything.
Right.
Right? So you would have to always make sure it's cooked. As for this one, while it was oily, like, you could still enjoy it in something else. You just wouldn't like the oiliness of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. This one, I'm sad that it's not over here, because that was my expectation going into this, that it would have been number one.
Yeah.
I will still say that it's still good. Like, don't get us wrong. Like, this is still a great choice if you only have a Walmart and your Walmart doesn't carry Good Planet or Daiya, and this is all you have. Like, you're still going to get a great cheese.
Yeah, for sure.
There's just so much competition right now in what's out there now.
For sure.
Good Planet is still great. It does have just a super creamy, you said buttery taste. And it's, again, like, it's just so hard. Like, this could easily be here, like, or here, depending on, like, you know, your slight taste bud differences than ours.
Yeah.
I am insanely shocked at the Aldi one now.
I'm proud of Aldi.
But again, like, it can't stack up to some of the other, like, vegan brands.
I'm just saying, I'm proud of Aldi. Aldi, good job taking this bad boy off the market, putting it back on the market. Way better than what it was before. Give that advice to Daiya about their other one, their original.
Take it off.
Just give them the advice. Take it off. Just don't put it out anymore. Everybody's lives would be better.
I will say that if you are a new vegan or you're vegan on a budget and you shop at Aldi exclusively, then it's a no-brainer to get this one, being under $4, and this one is closer to $5.50.
Sounds like it would be in our house then. Yeah.
You will now only see us cooking with this, even though these are our favorite ones. And then the Miyokos one, it's disappointing. And I know we're probably gonna get like hate comments for this. There are Miyokos super fans out there. We just don't happen to be that person. Her butter is amazing. Yeah. But it is on the pricier side. But again, like, it's fine. It's just not, when, again, we're stacking it up to the other ones, it just isn't it for us.
Honestly, I don't even know it's about being a super fan. We just want to be honest about it, right? So to be completely honest about it, I don't know if this had a fair shot against these ones, because it's a cheddar. Right. So I feel like it already had a step backwards in comparison to the rest. I would like to taste it again against some other cheddars on the market. So this way it can get a proper, intro into where it ranks against the other ones. So for now, It's at the bottom right now.
Hopefully next year there's a mozzarella one and a whole bunch of other brands that we can try, and we can do the video again for the third year in a row.
There you go.
All right, so these are our opinions. We understand that your opinion might differ, and that is completely okay, but leave a comment down below and let us know what your favorite vegan mozzarella shredded cheese, I know that's not mozzarella, but your favorite vegan shredded cheese is. Let us know if you agree with us, don't agree with us, what your favorite one is, and we'll see how our opinion stacks up to yours. So if you haven't liked this video already, we would like you to give it a like, subscribe to our channel.
Yep.
And is that it? Share with a friend?
Definitely share with a friend. If there's some cheeses that we hadn't tried that are mozzarella, let us know too, because this is kind of what we had available. But again, folks are in the comments, they're looking for what other folks are saying, so they may want to know about one that isn't in this video.
That did remind me. We did recently try. This was store-bought brands, right? This isn't stuff that you can. We understand that there's a lot that you can get shipped now and stuff like that. But speaking of that, we did try the Herbivorous Butchers mozzarella, and it melted and tasted so good.
Yeah, that was great.
But again, like it's way pricier than any of these, and it's not available in the stores. But if we were millionaires, then, which we're nowhere near.
Wow. Yeah.
It would be our go-to, like completely. We would just our house would just be stocked with that one.
With that one. No, but that one's really good, honestly. Yeah. So they make some good stuff over there.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, we will see you in the next video. Have a great week.
All right, believe in good. Peace.